Hey boo buddies, Anya here, and it is time to update on the book. We said we would do it, so let's do it. Okay, we gotta get to work. It is the end of May, and when this was filmed, and I am not where I want to be at the end of May. Honestly, I really want it to be further along than I am, and I'm frustrated. So it is going to be a lot. The plan for May was to get the feedback from all the readers and do the next draft and do the edits and then start doing, the actual editing process, once we get the finalized draft. But, we had to get the kinks out first. And then by the end of May, we would be in formatting and illustration and filling out all of the pages. But that didn't happen. I messed up. I messed up my timetable with the end of April and the beginning of May, and my readers were like, "You gave us -5 days to do this." And I was like, "That? Oh no, take your time, and let's do this date. This date makes more sense. I don't know what happened to my timetable." And they're like, "Yeah, that makes more sense." And so I didn't get my feedback from my readers until, and this is not like, this is my fault. I want to make that very clear. I'm not throwing shade at my readers. They did oh my gosh, they're amazing. But I messed up. And so I didn't get my feedback to start what I wanted to start at the beginning of May until like almost May 15th. So I'm already 2 weeks skewed on my timetable. So now I'm trying to get 4 weeks worth of book work into essentially 3 weeks or 2 weeks of time, and it's not even a full 2 weeks because there's other things. There's always other things. I feel like that guy from the Fallout show, well, we will always get sidetracked. There will always be sidetracks. There will always be distractions, and it's not distractions, it's things come up and you have to deal with them. It just feels like a distraction because I just want to work on the book. I just want to work on the book. I miss my book. Okay, so the things that make me really excited about this project compared to my other past projects is this has a lot more text than I've done in the past. Yay. I can finally shush all the people who are like, "You're not a real writer because pictures are not writing." And first of all, but there's a lot more text. It's a storybook, so still younger readers, still word limits. I know lots of writers are like, my word counts and I need to hit my word count, and I'm like, I have a word limit. I actually have to stay under a number of words, but I still have to fill out a minimum of pages. So it's a little different mindset. So we've got more story, less pictures. There's actually less pictures than I've done in the past. Still quite a few, and so yeah, it's different. So but the way the text looks in the Word doc, in like the document, and then when we get it to the format, into the book form, is very different, and the text fills out the page very different. So it's a lot of back and forth of making the text flow, but also look right and not be overwhelming for beginner and younger readers, which is the goal. This is a beginner reader, I can read by myself level. So we're thinking like first, third grade, third grade I'm thinking, but like first, second, and third grade level reading. It could take forever, but we are mostly done with the edits. I'm not done with the edits. I'm just moving ahead. I'm not done. Oh my gosh, it's never gonna be done. No, it is going to be done. We're gonna get through it. Okay, so but it's time to start putting the text into the formatting software and start laying out where we want the pictures so that we know how many pictures exactly we need. We know how many we need minimum. We have a rough estimate per chapter, but we need to we need an exact number, but also need to know exactly where they go, what pages they go with, and what they're going to be. So I'm just going through with my notebook and my flowchart, and I'm just starting to make some lists, some ideas of what we need to get for our pictures. I also need to fill in my progress chart because I need the dopamine. I need to see that progress is being made, because honestly, it just doesn't feel like anything is happening right now. And yeah. Okay, so we need to get the text to go where it needs to go. Okay, so this is one of those things where it's like, I don't know if I'm doing this right or if there's a better way to do it, but this is the way that works for me. So I'm adding a text box into my software, and I add my text out of my Word document bit by bit. And the reason is because I need to be able to move the text with the pictures. It isn't just page and page and page and text like a novel. So we need to be able to break it up, and so I have to do it bit by bit, text box by text box. And it also, because the text on the page is part of the illustration in these books. Okay, so we need to add things, and we need to make sure that everything is formatted properly. And then once I have added the text into the document or into the formatting, I go back to the document and I highlight it in red so I know, kind of bookmarked, what has been added to the document. I don't know if I'm doing this the right way, but I'm doing it a way that works. And anytime I get on the internet and try and build writer community, anybody who is doing picture books is really gatekeepy and very condescending, and I don't want to take advice from them anyway. Or they don't do picture books, they don't do early readers, and they don't have advice for me. So I just have to make it up as I go. And I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know if this is the way to do it, but okay. So we need to get back to making our list for illustrations. And we're at a point where, like, we can't do any more in the document. We have to get illustrations in with the text so that we can really get a good feel of our page count and our formatting, and really start making those. Because now it's like I need to edit, but I can't edit until I'm working with all the elements. And there's no point in having illustrations when the text isn't finalized. And now there's no point in finalizing text until we have illustrations to work with. It's kind of a big cycle loop right now. So we just gotta fill out those pages now. Now that I have a list of illustrations assigned to myself that is as long as my arm, it's time to move to the couch. I'm going to turn on some comfort show and probably watch the same thing over and over again. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to focus. I'm going to draw and I'm going to focus until I run out of coffee, or until the coffee makes me explode, or until everything is done, whatever. Because yes, this is my life now. So I'm trying to keep the illustrations simpler than I have in the past, since there is a lot more text to this storybook than my earlier projects. And all the illustrations are going to be in black and white for a couple of reasons. So I'm trying to draw everything in black and white, and I'm kind of getting zen. I'm kind of zenning in the illustration process, and the bookwork is starting to be fun again. So yeah, here's hoping I stay on track. My newest book, Mother Ghoul Nursery Rhymes, is available already, as well as my other 2 picture books. And I will see you in the next one, Boo Buddies.